Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, it's going to be a little different. It's not going to be watching me mindlessly hit golf balls. It's not going to be listening to me talk about what drills I'm doing. This is my roadmap for how I'm going to become a scratch golfer. I lately have been kind of just showing up to the range and just picking something and doing it rather than analyzing what I need to work on, methodically practicing it, analyzing how well I did in my practice, and then adjusting or continuing to do whatever drill or practice plan I have based off of what I'm finding. I end up kind of going and doing the same thing every day, and while having some structure I feel has helped me, this should set me up for success in a higher sense than when I was just showing up to the range to do my stuff. But what is my overall goal? My goal is to pursue becoming the best golfer I am capable of being within reasonable means. What does that mean? Well, the ultimate goal is to become a scratch golfer and then beyond, become plus handicap, compete in state qualifiers, win those qualifiers, go play in U.S. mid-amateur qualifiers, win the U.S. mid-amateur, compete in all four majors, win my PGA Tour card, and never have to pay for another round of golf for the rest of my life. Is that realistic? Maybe, maybe not. But the best way to encapsulate that, all of that, is by becoming the best golfer that I am capable of being within reasonable means. What does that mean? Well, I work a 9 to 5 every day, or I guess it's 7 to 5. So that's a lot of space throughout the day that I can't go to the driving range or I can't go play golf. So how am I going to practice, compete, play golf, work on my game when I'm working all day? Well, it'll be alright. I'll figure it out. So where are we starting from? What am I currently at? So I advertise myself about a 10 because I'm playing a little bit better than 11 right now. But my 18 Birdies app claims that I am anywhere between a 10.5 and an 11.5 handicap golfer. Best score I've ever shot is a 78. My average score is an 84. My biggest strength is I have a lot of distance off the tee due to my baseball background, so I'm naturally really quick with my hands. Max club head speed I've gotten on the simulator was 122. Quickest ball speed was 174. Longest drive was 305. Yeah. Biggest opportunity for growth, my short game. Definitely my short game. Putting, chipping, pitching inside 100 yards. By far. Biggest weakness for me. Where do I eventually want to be? I'd like to be roughly in that plus 0.5 to 0.5 handicap index per USGA. I'll have to get a USGA membership in order to fully track that and be able to qualify for, state qualifiers, regional qualifiers, state mid-am, stuff like that. I'd like to have a best score of even par, at very least. And I want my average score to be mid-70s to 75. And then overall, I'd like to compete in competitive tournaments, including but not limited to club tournaments, state qualifiers, local opens, and more. So here's some of the priorities that I've listed out. First of all, I want better driver predictability. Golf is really hard punching out on every single hole, and becoming a scratch golfer is really hard when you're making bogeys because you're putting yourself out of play with the driver. So I'd love to increase my fairways and regulation, overall quality of strike, and just general confidence off the tee. Not that I'm lacking in that right now, but improving it would be absolutely paramount to seeing me succeed in the golf course. Priority number 2, my wedge distance control. I've kind of been dancing around between wedges right now, trading them in, trading them out, getting new ones. So getting some really good, consistent, reliable stock yardages that I can rely on in a pressure situation, and then building a consistent wedge matrix. I'd love to have that. I just need to hit more wedges on a simulator or with a launch monitor, and right now that's just not realistic. Maybe one day be picking up a Garmin R10 and going to the range to hit those, but we'll see. We'll see where life takes us in the next coming weeks. And then priority number 3 is putting. It'd be awesome to have less than one or less 3-putt per round. Have my average second putt distance be less than 5 feet, and just have a consistent routine on the greens. Right now I'm kind of just looking at it. Sometimes I count off my distance, sometimes I don't. Usually it's because I'm worried about pace of play, and just building a consistent green reading routine won't cause a problem with pace of play or anything, as long as I'm playing it and doing it every single time. Every good plan has a schedule, so this is my preliminary schedule. I'm going to do my best to follow this, but this is all subject to change. It may work, it may not. So, starting out on Monday, I'm going to keep Monday as a recovery day. I don't want to be going to the gym, not the gym. I don't want to be going to the range and swinging a golf club on Monday. I don't need to be doing that. What I should do on Monday is work on mobility, stretching, go to the gym, get stronger, get better, get quicker, and then come back to my room that night and just go through some mirror drills, focusing on working on my setup with my putter and using a metronome to make sure that my stroke is consistent. I'd like to get to the point where I don't have to bring a mirror out to a putting green, and I can just get started straight into my skill drills, like my Death Star drills or my string line drills or my lag putting drills, etc., etc. Tuesday, this is my first range day of the week where I will take notes from the previous round that I played on Saturday or Sunday, what I was struggling with, and how I can fix that technically on the range. That will be my only priority the entire time on the range. Whether that was my wedges, I had my average proximity was beyond 50 feet from inside 100 yards, that needs to be worked on bad. Or my driver accuracy was, 1 or 2 fairways in the round, that needs worked on. Whatever I struggled with, whether that was an aggressive slice or just confidence or etc., that's what I'm working on Tuesday. All I'm doing should only be a medium or small bucket worth of work to succeed in fixing or redefining what I need to work on. Wednesday, this is like my quote-unquote simulation day. I'd love to play, but that's probably not very feasible financially. Therefore, I could go to the driving range and simulate courses by playing holes that I've played in the past, doing random clubs, playing different games like the fairway game or target game. The overall goal on Wednesday is going to be simulating on-course feels, so when I get to the course, those feels aren't foreign to me, whether it's a new course or a course I've played already. Thursday, this is no range other than a small bucket of golf balls, going and hitting, my pitch shots, my wedge shot, my short game shots, chipping all around the green from rough, tight lies, fairway lies, perched up, sat down, long putts, short putts, high putts, or long chips, short chips, high chips, medium chips, low chips. Do all my putting drills, minus my mirror drills, so, around the world, Death Star, all my breaking drills, lag putting, needs to all happen on Thursday. Friday, small bucket of golf balls, get out there, work on my wedge matrix with all my stock shots with my wedges, every other iron, some pitching wedge, 8 iron, 6 iron, 5 iron maybe, and then depending on where I am playing on Saturday, I should go through all the holes and hit at least 1, maybe 2 tee shots per hole with the club I'm going to use, so when I get there, I don't have to think about it. I just get up there, I've already hit it, just do it again. Saturday, this will be day 1 of my quote-unquote competing. These rounds on Saturdays need to be treated like tournament reps. Whether I get to the course on Saturday or whether it's on Sunday, this is what all my practice is culminating to all week. So, how am I going to succeed at that on the course? How am I going to allow that to happen? Well, first of all, I should not ever be fixing a swing on the golf course. If I have a bad slice, just play the slice. If I have a duck hook, play the duck hook. If I'm topping balls, it's a little different story. Just means I need to fix one feel really quick, whether that's, pulling my head up or need to get my front shoulder down or however that's working. Fix it, move on. Don't be spending time trying to fix shots. Commit to every single shot. Analyze every shot. Decide what you're going to do. Execute what you think wouldn't to do. Evaluate whether what you did happened or not. And then repeat it. And then it's always next shot, no matter what. Whether you hit a 300-yard bomb or you bladed a wedge over the green. Next shot, next shot, next shot. Sunday I'm going to leave open for interpretation. If I have extra money, for whatever reasons, maybe go play 9 holes. Just to, get out there and play. And, hopefully lower the handicap. But not always going to happen, so I could go out, hit the driving range, and just, do some quick fixes for whatever was happening on Saturday if I need to. Or if it's 105 degrees on Saturday and I walked 18 holes, take a break, chill out, don't worry about it. 2 days of not swinging a golf club is not going to kill me. That's it. I don't know if there's really anything else that I should talk about that would make sense to talk about right now. As I said, all of this is open to change, but this is what I'm starting with. This is my schedule. This is what I'm going to do starting next Monday. And, we'll see where it takes me after a month. After a month, if I don't like it and I want to change it, I'll just change it up to whatever I need to work on. Maybe in a month I'm hitting 14 out of 14 fairways and I need to change my priorities. But you never know. We'll see where I'm at. But anyways, this is my plan. This is my commitment to myself and to you if you happen to be watching this video, that I'm going to do this. Do my best to capture it via video and post it on here. May not always happen, we'll see. I'm not going to film myself putting in my room, but very well I'll film myself out on the driving range, and I'll do my best to film myself on the course if it makes sense. We'll see though. I'll try to get at least a few swings from every round worth of videos, but it's not going to always happen. Anyways, like I said, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed listening to me ramble here late at night. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Have a good night.